Hello guys, just a little disclaimer before I start the video. So the deck list that I show is my newer deck because at the time when I was recording these videos, Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage wasn't out yet. So if you're wondering like, hey, I could have done these combos or whatever with it, it's because at the time I didn't had him because he wasn't out in Master Duel yet. So of course, obviously, over time, this is from this video, I made a deck list that's better than this, that's improvement. But again, anyways, let's start the video. Hello guys, welcome back to another part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. So back at it again, 3 more duels to show y'all, and before I continue, from now on, throughout my Master Duel showcases, I will be showing my deck list for the video if you guys are interested in trying them out or making your own improvement of it. So, go right ahead. And now, as I was going to say, the goat of this video is going to feature Elemental Hero Nebula Neos. So, this card is pretty wicked if you summon him. When you summon him, you get to draw the number of cards your opponent controls on the field, and you can negate a card on the field afterwards doing so. But, the thing is that, with it, it requires Neos, Gramble, and Dark Panther. But, I have a way around it, of course, and because, usually, like, the go-to cards deals fusion, but that only fuse monsters that requires 2 materials, which is Neos and 1 more material afterwards. But, this one requires 3, but, like I said, I got around it. So, anyways, let's begin. Okay, first batch of the video. Okay. So, this duel starts off pretty slow for both me and opponent. As you see, just put it face down. And I can't really do much with this hand, but with Prisma. But luckily, Prisma's enough to win me the duel because he's going to do one thing. So, the cool thing about Prisma is I can reveal a fusion card. And when I do, he becomes one of the materials listed. So I show him Nebula Neos, and that throws Dark Panther in Graveyard. So that's going to matter later. And I just smack him, and then I just end my turn, because, again, there isn't much I can do here. Alright. So there he goes. Also, before I continue, see, the thing is that I could have used Instant Contact, and then probably Link Summon into Predator, because Instant Contact is going to get Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, but the thing is that his effects are going to be negated if Neos is not on the field or graveyard, and the requirement for Predaplant is to affect monsters. So, meaning, the Flame Wingman, it wasn't going to be an effect monster, so it wouldn't work. That's why I didn't have much to do with. Alright, so yeah, we are going against Sword Soul. Okay, he gets to draw 1 card, and since he can add a card that's banished or whatever, I'm gonna Ash it. Because I know that card is usually the go-to negate for Soul Souls. And then, right next to it, even though it's not Soul Soul, it's a Baron Defer. But anyways, he attacks, Spirit of Neos ability activates, I get to get a card that lists Elemental Hero in it. And not just that, when he special summoned this way, he takes no battle damage and cannot be destroyed by battle. So now it's my turn, and now I can finally cook. So I did this ability so I could try, because I'm trying to abate Chi-Shao, and luckily I did. So I was gonna shuffle Spirit of Neos back to the deck to summon Neos himself, but he's gonna negate that, and that is totally fine. And now he's going to banish a card face down, but it's okay. So now I'm going to use E-Engage Neospace. So I'm going to discard a Neospace from my hand and an Elemental Hero from my deck, so I can special summon a level 5 or higher Elemental Hero monster doing so, and get Polymerization from the deck or graveyard for my trouble. This is going to matter later. So now I got Spirit of Neos and along with Polymerization. And since Spirit of Neos was special summon, I get to add an Elemental Hero card. And since Shadow Mist was thrown in the graveyard, I get to add Elemental Hero, or no, a hero to my hand. Alright, so I got Liquid Soldier. And Miracle Contact. So I'm going to use Polymerization Then it says he's going to use his Sword Soul Blackout. It says he could target one word monster he controls, and then 2 cards that I control, he could just pop them. So Spirited Needles, I wasn't worried about. He talked about polymerization, but sadly, it's not. What he did wasn't a negate. So since I already activated, it's going to pop off regardless. So I'm going to fuse my Neos and Liquid Soldier into Elemental Hero Sunrise. Now, Liquid Soldier, if you use it as a fusion material, I get to draw 2 more cards to discard 1, and Sunrise is going to give me Miracle Fusion from the decks in my hand. Alright. There we go, and we discard our Crossout Destiny because we don't need it at the moment. Then I'm going to use Instant Contact to summon Elemental Hero Flame Wingman. And since Neos is in the graveyard, he won't be shuffled back to the deck, and its abilities aren't negated. And now, with everything that's in my graveyard, I hope you guys been paying attention, I'm going to use Miracle Contact to fusion summon from my graveyard by shuffling back to the deck Neos, Grand Bull, and Dark Panther into Elemental Hero Nebula Neos. And as you already know, as explained in the beginning, his ability activates where I can draw the number of cards that my opponent controls. I'm only going to draw 1, and I can negate a card in the field. Of course, that's the only one he got, so I'm going to negate his as well. So then I'm going to use Miracle Fusion, but I guess he had nothing else to defend himself. But, anyways, that's just the beginning. So, next match. Next match. Okay, second match of the video. Alright, so this hand is pretty gassy. Alright, so now, this time we're going to be going against dinosaurs. Alright, so he's going to activate his ability. I'm going to use my Maxi, so every single time he special summons, I get to draw a card. So, sadly, okay, he has an Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. That's the big boy monster right there. Okay. Now, I'm going to use Fusion Deployment. What this does is I can reveal a Fusion monster, and that lists I can summon one of the materials. So I show Nebula Leos, and I summon Dark Panther doing that. Then I'm going to use an Emergency Call to get me an Elemental Hero from the decks by hand. Then I summon Stratos, and I'm going to choose to add a hero to my hand for doing so. I got Liquid Soldier. Then I'm going to use a Super Polymerization, so I get to discard 1 and fusion monsters on the material. Oh, on the field as material, excuse me. So I'm going to use this Oviraptor and my Dark Panther into Blood Dragon and Swamp, because that's usually the go-to card. So there's my derpiness. Anyways, Shadow Mist is going to give me a hero to my hand from being in the graveyard, and I'm going to go to battle phase. He activates Trap Card Magic Cylinder, reflects the damage that he was going to take to me. Okay. Scrap Raptor. Now he's going to start cooking. So now he has Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. So now, what this card does is, during main phase, quick effect, you can destroy 1 monster in your hand, field, and if you do, change all face-up monsters your opponent controls into face-down defense position. So I was going to do, the attribute, change it to light, to hope that it's going to do something, but sadly it doesn't matter. Right, so now he's going to start cooking. And now, he's going to battle, so... since he declared, an attack, I get to summon Spirited Neos. And since Spirited Neos was special summon, I get to add a polymerization or spell trap that enlists Elemental Hero to my hand. And this card is going to win me the game, because this is what I needed. Because what I did was very risky, because of what Tyranno's going to do right now. So now, it says at the start of damage step, if this card attacks a defense position monster, you can inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent, and if you do, send that defense position monster to your graveyard. And I summoned Spirited Neos in defense position, but he was forced to be that way. So yeah, he's gonna keep doing that, and I'm gonna take a lot of damage for that. But this is all I need right here, because I have the materials, and of course, the godsend. Luck of the draw. Heart of the cards. Anyways, I'm going to use Ian to gauge Neospace, so I get to discard a Neospace from my hand and an Elemental Hero from my deck to special summon level 5 or higher Elemental Hero monster from my deck. So, of course, Spirited Neos get special summon, and I get Polymerization for my trouble. Since Spirited Deals with Special Summon, I get to add a spell card that lists an elemental hero, activate him to shuffle him back to the deck to summon Deals himself. Now, he's going to use a quick effect where he can destroy a monster from his hand and put mine in defense position. Now, again, I hope you guys have been paying attention. I'm going to use Miracle Contact to fusion summon the materials from my graveyard into Elemental Hero Nebula Neos. And his ability activates where I get to draw many cards depending on how many monsters my opponent controls. And he's controlling 4, so 4 cards for me. And I get to negate a card on the field, so no more of that pesky ability that Tyranno has. Now, Polymerization. I'm going to use my Neos and my Liquid Soldier into Elemental Hero Sunrise. And now Liquid Soldier, 2 more cards and discard 1. And Sunrise is going to give me a Miracle Fusion for my trouble as well. And, there we go. Alright, instant contact. Summon Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, just in case, you know, we need the attack power. Now I'm going to use Neos Fusion. The Fusion summon into Rainbow Neos. Then I'm going to set 1 card face down, and I'm going to activate Rainbow Neos' ability, where if he throws 1 monster away, I can shuffle all my opponent's monsters back to his deck. So, goodbye, and there we go. Nebula Neos, end it. And there we go. Alright. Next match. Final match. Okay, here we are. Final match of the video. This is the greatest thing that I can do right now. Okay, so it's using Rescue Cats to special summon level 3s. 2 level 3s. Level 3 or lower. Anyways, he's using a Tri-Brigade deck. So yeah, he's going to start cooking. I feel like from how I did from the start, I could have done something differently. But regardless, the ending was amazing on how I got it. Because again, luck of the draw. Okay. Alright, that's the spiel. Because the reason why I screwed up in it for a second, because I forgot about the trap card he has set down. But it's okay, because like I said, the ending was amazing. So it is, engage Neospace, discard 1 Neospatial monster from my hand and Elemental Hero monster from my deck to summon Spirited Neos, doing so. And we get Polymerization for our troubles. Spirited Neos, shuffle back to the deck to summon Neos, and a Shadow Beast is going to get me a hero to my hand from being in the graveyard. Oh yeah, that's right. Not yet. We're going to get a spell card for Elemental Hero. Now we're going to get Neos. Anyways, I am fumbling, but it's okay. Anyways, we're going to fuse into Elemental Hero Sunrise using Neos and Liquid Soldier. We already know Liquid Soldier has material, draws 2 more cards, discard 1, and Sunrise is going to give us Miracle Fusion from the deck to our hand. And of course, Hero Lives, we do not need it because it only works when you're not controlling monsters. So anyways, I'm going to use Neos Fusion to immediately go into Rainbow Neos. And now what Rainbow Neos does, I'm going to discard a monster on my field to shuffle all his monsters back to his deck. So I discard my Sunrise, and I was going to hit him for a raw 4,500, but then he activates Tri-Game Revolt. Now what this does is, he can special summon as a number of Beast Warrior, and Wing Beast monsters that are in the graveyard, or that are banished, and he gets to immediately Link Summon. But their abilities are negated, so that's why he didn't activate any of their abilities. But this is what he got. Straight into this boss monster right here. And now, when he special summoned, he could banish 1 card off of the field. And I only have 1 card, and that's exactly what he's going to do. We already know what's going to happen. That hurts, but it's okay. Because again, we got lucky with the draw that we got. As you already know, and I don't even have to say it. So now he's going to start cooking, because he's just going to focus on ending my turn. And there you go, Axis Code Talker, the game ender right here. Yeah, that's it. Yep. So, since he declared attack spirit, Neo's ability activates where he gets a special summon himself in defense position. And since he did it that way, he's not allowed to be destroyed by battle or take battle damage. And of course, I'm going to get an elemental hero card to my hand, but he ashed me. So, that's a no-go. But it's okay. I saved myself by doing this. And then he's going to banish one of his Link monsters to destroy my monster, but that's fine. Because now, we have another godsend. Part of the cards, Stratos. I'm going to activate a Crosskeeper by special summoning Elemental Hero monster from my hand, so I'm going to summon Stratos. Stratos is going to give me a hero to my hand. Then I'm going to activate EN against Neospace, where I get to discard an Elemental Hero from my hand and one Neospace from the deck to the graveyard to special summon level 5 or higher. And that's Spirit of Neos, because, you know, the GOAT, usually, but not the biggest GOAT. But Spirit of Neos is going to give me Miracle Contact. And now, I'm going to use Miracle Contact. And again, I hope you guys have been paying attention to the cards I've been throwing in the graveyard. So I'm going to shuffle Neos, Gramble, and Dark Panther from the graveyard back to the deck to summon Elemental Hero Nebula Neos. And now, Nebula Neos' ability activates where I can draw the number of cards my opponent controls and negate one card on the field. And since I summoned an Elemental Hero Fusion monster, Crosskeeper, I get to banish him and draw 2 more cards and shuffle 1 back in the deck. Now, I'm going to use Contact now. What this card does is I get to return an Neos Fusion monster and summon the materials back to the field. So, Neos, Rambo, and Dark Panther. But there's one thing that you guys probably forgot. There's a thing called Contact Fuse. So, forget about the polymerization in my head. Just pretend it's not there. So, I get to Fusion summon Nebula Neos once again. And here's another cool thing. Nebula Neos' ability isn't a once per turn, so I get to keep reacting his ability. So 2 more cards for me and negate another card on the field. There we go. Spirit of Neos, shuffle back into that, get Neos, and then since I drew Instant Contact thanks to Nebula Neos' ability, I got Flame Wingman on the field. Now I'm going to use Polymerization. Fuse my Neos and Flame Wingman into Elemental Hero, Shining Neos Wingman. And since he's special summoned, I get to destroy the number of cards on the field depending on how many different attributes are listed. Since there's Wind, Light, Earth, and Dark, that's 4. But since my opponent goes True, Double Pop, now it's end. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. And as always, I'll see y'all later. Peace.